Hi friends, today I wanted to tell about ionic bond, covalent bond and coordinate covalent bond. First you will see about the ionic bond which was been discovered by Michael Faraday. These are been formed between two or more atoms by the transfer of one or more electrons between atoms. The best example you are seeing is nothing but sodium chloride. Here the sodium atomic number which is been 11 and the chlorine atomic number 17. If sodium loses its one electron and it is been transferred to the chlorine, here sodium can attain an inert gas configuration that is nothing but neon, whereas been chlorine which is been taking one electron from the sodium which is been formed into an argon. By this way the bond is been formed by the transfer of one or more electrons between atoms. That is the reason ionic bond is been formed. In this picture you can see clearly how the transfer of electrons can be takes place in between sodium and the chlorine. There are so many examples, but the sodium chloride which may be the best example to transfer it electrons from one part to the another part. By this way the ionic bond is been formed in between the sodium and the chlorine. The next bond which is nothing but an covalent bond you have been seeing here. This was been discovered by G.N. Lewis. Here the bond that is been formed involve sharing of electrons to form electron pair between atoms. The best example you can see is an CH4, which is an methane which is been formed with an hydrogen. Here the carbon atomic number is 6. If it attain the sharing takes place between all the hydrogens, then it can be formed into a noble gas which is nothing but neon. By this way the covalent bond is been formed between the hydrogen and the carbon. The next example we can tell about the H2O. You know H2O is nothing but water. Here the oxygen atomic number is 8. The hydrogen atomic number is 2. By this way they can formed into an inert gas by this covalent bond. The next bond that is being presented as a coordinate covalent bond. This is a one type of covalent bond. Here the coordinate covalent bond is also called as an dative bond or polar bond. Here this is also one type of covalent bond. This was been discovered by G.A. Parkin, and it is a bond which involve shared pair of electrons that comes from the single atom. Again I am telling the sharing of electrons that can be taken from the single atom, whereas been covalent bond two atoms, both the atoms are been involved, whereas been coordinate covalent bond single atom pairing only takes place, sharing will be takes place. That is why this is a small difference between the covalent bond and the coordinate covalent bond. The best example you can see is here is ammonia plus BF3 boron trifluoride, whereas been ammonium. Here the ammonium in this ammonium nitrogen atomic number you all know which is an 7. Here 7 means they have been presented with hydrogen all the three which is been formed with the boron atomic number 5. You take hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron atomic number 5 and the nitrogen atomic number is 7. Here the only the polar bonds can be takes place. Polar bond is been formed, that is mean adjacent bonds are also only be combined or shared. That is why it is been called as an coordinate covalent bond. Only are the dative bond. By this way nitrogen and Ag plus can also be formed AgND plus. Those who are seeing this video, please like, share and subscribe.